Okay, YouTube, here we go. The valves are open, my seatbelt is on, brake check complete. Master switch is on, liquid solenoid is on, and here we go. Hopefully this thing will start. So just hang on to the camera angles here. Well, didn't have enough power to make it up the hill, but I got close. So get the get everything stopped here. I'm sitting on an incline, so I'm gonna have to let it roll back. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, that was rather satisfying. Yeah, this, don't want to catch these leaves on fire. I have no idea if that will help to felicitate a restart. We shall see. I'm going to let it roll as much as it can, just down the grade here. And liquid on, master on, ignition. Oh, well, YouTube, that sets a new riding record for me. That was the first time that I've ever ridden it out and then got to ride it back. So, oh man, that was great. Let's see, valve off, valve off. Go ahead and purge the liquid out of it. Ah. Oh, it still needs the starting fuel sure helps in a little additional speed. I didn't start out very fast there, as you may or may not have been able to tell. The video is probably going to be terrible. I haven't watched it yet. I'm still filming it, so obviously. But like I said, this is the first time I've got to ride it back. And oh, this makes me wish I had a longer stretch of road to run on here locally. I couldn't get it up the hill to get it up on the main road, and it's probably a good thing I couldn't, because I would have just jumped up there and gone until the thing quit, and I may have had to walk 3/4 of a mile or more, who knows. But anyway, I can refuel the thing and run again. It's warm enough today. I could make several runs, but neighbors have got the kids out, and man, they had all their ears covered and their eyes closed, and the mothers holding their kids for dear life. You know, the evil fire-breathing dragon was going by, so I definitely don't want to wear out my welcome. I ain't got any place else lined up to move to, and I don't want to move again, quite frankly. But I may get a chance and go ahead and just tie this thing off and run the liquid fuel out of it, and then go ahead and work on that, removing that tank valve. Here, I'll show you the one I'm talking about. See, originally I set this up with this T, thinking that I could draw liquid for starting. Draw vapor for starting and draw liquid for running, and pull it off the same tank. Now, doesn't work. It doesn't work. The reason being is the tank pressure drops much quicker the quicker you draw the fuel out of it. See, this tank here is ice cold, and it's according to the feel of it, it's probably got a 1/4 tank left in it. It goes through this tank real quick. I just about have to refill it after every run. I got a couple of starts off this one and did run it a little bit with the gas to give me a little boost so I could make the turn. But anyway, I want to remove this valve, remove this T, and adjust the length of the dip tube on this, my liquid valve, because I don't think I've got it all the way to the bottom. I think I could get another inch or so. I just did a real hasty change out. I'd love to have one of these valves that had provision to screw a tube in the bottom of it. This is a very high quality valve, got a 3/8 seat in it, and it's rebuildable. I mean, you know, that's a top quality valve. This is just an old throwaway valve that you get on a standard propane, 20-pound propane tank that you hook to your barbecue. And I just took the float valve out and screwed in a dip tube. It's threaded with 1/8 inch national pipe thread. But the problem with doing that, and it could be a safety issue in the wrong circumstances, but I'm not really that worried about it, because it'd have to be some extreme circumstances. When you use a tube that has a float in it, especially these cheaper valves, they don't have a provision for gas to get by the float over to the safety blow-off valve. So if this tank pressure ever got high enough to blow out the safety valve at 375 pounds, it would pull liquid rather than letting gas blow out. And that, in the wrong circumstances, you know, in most circumstances, would be extremely dangerous. It'd be a lot better for it to be venting pressure out and letting the liquid stay in the tank until all the pressure was vented down. It's still going to be a bad situation either way you go. I don't know. Neither one of them are anything I want to experience. But anyway, so that's it for this video. I'm going to fire up. I may do a video of just burning the fuel off this thing and trying to time it and see. Let's see if I can tell. I can't tell much about temperature here. There can't be much liquid left in that thing. It is, yeah, it's pretty warm all the way down. Maybe the last little bit. If I had some place I could run it dry and enjoy the ride, circle track or something like that, why, that would be better. But since I don't, I guess I'll just have to burn some fuel out in the air. But if I do that, I may or may not record it. Depends on how everything goes. Right now I'm gonna see about getting this thing set up, tied off, and whatever else, and we'll talk to you on the next video. Thanks for watching.